All right, today's video, I'm going to do a flight test of the Caddyx Protos. And if we're looking here, this is the size of it. Here it is compared to the Akil 16 from Beta Flight. I think that's the name of it. And here it is compared to the Neo and Avata. A lot of people try to compare it to the Neo, but I think it's you can compare it more to this Akil 16. And this is Beta Flight's version. It's almost the same thing, but it is analog. So this does have sensors at the bottom, so it does maintain its height and give you a little bit of position hold. Similar to this one, it does have the sensors on the bottom to give you position hold and alt hold. But if you look here, this is only, I think, $359 right now for the Caddyx Protos. If you get the Akil 16 FPV kit, it comes with the goggles and remote. But the thing about it, it is analog, so you can go ahead and use your analog goggles, or I can have an analog screen here that I'm using, and it has ELRS in it, so you can use ELRS receiver to power it. But again, comparing apples to apples, this one is digital, and it comes with the full kit, and it's $359. This one's analog, comes with a full kit, and it is right around 300 bucks. So I'll show you what you're going to see in the goggles if you're using this analog drone, and that's the reason why a lot of people are going digital. And for a digital system this cheap, it's kind of hard to beat. The problem is it's in its own ecosystem, so you have to use this new Caddyx transmission system, and right now we don't know if there's going to be any drones that are compatible with it. All right, to get started, we'll go ahead and power on the remote. Plug in the drone. So you lift this up a little. Go ahead and turn the goggles on. So I'll plug the goggles in to the battery. Plug the goggles in. This does not have an internal battery in it. And power them on. Let's hold it. There we go. Now it's powering on. I hear the fan, splash screen starting, and we're ready to go. Now if I change this 3-position switch right here, it should change my different modes. So right now I'm in acro. Click it here, I'm in angle. Click it all the way towards me, it's position hold. This button here is a 3-position switch. This is while I'm in acro, I can set 3 different speeds. This button here is for a beeper. This is my takeoff button. We're not going to use this wheel right now. And this one is for turtle mode, right there. All right, so let's go ahead and get it up in the air and give it a try. So I'll go ahead and arm it. It's armed, ready to go. Again, we're in angle mode. Let's go ahead and change it. To the middle. That should be our position hold, I believe. Let's try to get it close to the grass so we can see the ground. It's drifting. I'm not looking at the goggles, so let me look at them now. I'm in angle mode now. Let's flick this one more time to the bottom, see if it wants to go into position hold mode. Now I heard it. Now it should be holding its position. We'll see. Let me look into my goggles again and check. Bring it up a little. It says angle mode still. So let me see. Trying to see how to get it in position hold. Okay, let's see what that is. That's position hold, sorry. So all the way towards me is position hold. Notice it's holding the position pretty well. Let's see how high I can get and still hold the position. It's still holding position. It's still looking down at the ground, still finding the ground, still holding its position pretty well. It doesn't have GPS, it just uses its sensor to look at the ground to hold position. Okay, so that's pretty good. Let's take it out of position hold in the angle mode. That's the one in the middle. If I go all the way to the left, it only lets me bank so hard. If I go in the angle mode, that's full acro. If I push forward, I'm in position all the way at the bottom for angle. Let's go to 2. Let's go to 3. Let me make sure I'm in angle. Let's go back into the middle position. So I'm not sure which one's acro, because it's not, like if I let off the sticks, it comes back. And in acro mode, it should not do that. And again, I'm in the middle position on the left right now. Let's go all the way down. So maybe I need to set something to make it acro. All right, so while I figure that out, let's go ahead and put the goggles on to fly it around. So I'll bring it down for now. You have to disarm it. Just landing it like a DJI drone doesn't do it. You have to hit that button to disarm it once you hit the ground. All right, I brought it back down to the ground, and it is definitely in acro mode. And let's try it again, because I changed positions while I had it disarmed. Let's go ahead and arm it. So it looks like you have to have, it's now in acro. If I move to the left, it keeps going left until I move it to the right. It's definitely in acro now. So I guess you have to have it on the ground and disarm it, put it in acro mode before it will let you do it. So I'll go back into angle mode and bring it in, change batteries, and then fly it around. So I got my hand ready for the disarm button here. I'll bring it close, bring it down, then disarm. Okay. Okay, there's not a lot of wind today. It's flying down towards the trees, checking the signal. Again, this is the HD signal coming off of here. There is no recording to the drone itself. It only records on the goggles. No problems down at the end of my driveway. Let's go back this way. So this isn't made for to get cinematic video out of. This is just a learner quad to get you into FPV. Again, hopefully they make a drone compatible with this system that'll give you better video quality. Trying to see what kind of breakups I get if I go back here. So far we're okay. Okay, now I'm starting to get some breakup. That's why it went like that. Shows my signal's getting weak. Let's see if I have enough to get back. Still flyable. You can see what it does when it goes into low signal, what it's going to look like on your screen. And I have the house in between me and the drone. So let's go back this way. Still showing red. Let's go back this way. See if it gets any better. 8 megabits. Now the red went away. And again, I'm going to try to put it into position hold. It won't even let me go into position hold while I'm in angle mode. It just stays there. So once you're in a mode, it stays in that. There we go. It did let me flick into position hold. See how well it's going to hold the position. Looks like it's trying hard. Let's see if I can actually switch it back into angle. Or into... Yeah, it won't let me switch into acro at all. Unless I am disarmed. I guess that's good if it's a beginner drone. Somebody can't accidentally flick it into acro mode. Let's see if I can go back into position hold. I'm not sure what I have to do to make it go into position hold. Let's try pulling down on the sticks a little more. Nope. So it seems that it let me go into position hold at one point. Let's go down a little. Let's get a little lower. And then try it. There we go. I think I had to get low enough. Because it doesn't, you can't take the drone too high to be in position hold. So let's see what makes it go out of position hold. We'll leave it in it for now. Try to fly around. I am pretty high for position hold for this drone. We'll let off the sticks, and it automatically went into alt hold mode. So instead of position hold, it couldn't see, the cameras aren't that good to see the ground that well from that height, so it automatically went into alt mode, which is altitude hold. Back into angle mode, and we'll just fly it around. Should be starting to go red back here. My battery's getting low. 3.5, that's what I'm going to look at, is a single cell. Don't want it going under 3. So we'll bring it in. So that's flying it around in angle mode. Let's try to switch to getting it a little lower, going into position hold mode, and hopefully it'll go into altitude hold. If I go up too high, which I'm trying to, I'm up a little higher. Should have a hard time seeing the ground pretty soon. Still climbing, and it automatically went into altitude hold. So let's try flying it around if it's any easier. Again, it's a beginner drone. So is it any easier flying around in altitude hold without having it bouncing up and down? So even in altitude hold mode, it's a lot easier because you don't. That's one less thing you have to worry about. Is the altitude. So yes, for beginner, for getting into digital, this would work. Let's go ahead and bring it in, change battery one more time, and try out this acro mode. Go ahead and test it around in acro mode. Try out the different. This is all the way down on the position switch. See how fast we can go with it. Now we'll go one position up. Towards me. A little faster. Now I'll go into the third one. It's a lot faster in this one. So even if you're trying to learn acro, it gives you three different. I accidentally hit it. 3 different speeds for acro. Okay. Went in the angle mode automatically when I bounced it. I hit some button. I'm not sure what. Let's go get it. All right, that's it for this video. Again, this is the Caddyx Protos, and like I said before, I would say this is more of a digital version of the Betaflight Akil 16. Both of them have the sensors on the bottom to give it position hold. These are the ones here for the Betaflight. Here are the ones for the Protos. You can see the video quality in it. This is not made for a cinematic drone. It's pretty much getting you into digital FPV. And if they make a system, if they make a better drone that goes with both of these, this will be well worth the $300 for this. And then if you can buy a separate drone that does a little better for maybe the drone itself for $400 or $500, similar to the Neo, maybe with a better camera quality, that'll make this worth the purchase. But for now, you're pretty much stuck with this. This is the only drone that works with these goggles and this remote. And it pretty much just to get you into FPV. All right, let me know what you think about this new Caddyx drone, and we'll fly it around a little bit later on, test it out some more, and I'll keep you posted. Until then, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.